Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have the privilege of interviewing the amazing Brenda Demsey, who is going to be talking to us about the power of speaking, writing and running a business. So thank you so much, Brenda. It's been amazing to connect with you at this event. So tell us a bit about you.
Well, I was a teacher for 30 years, first and foremost. I outgrew that and my energy outgrew teaching, and I came into the world of entrepreneurship. Authorship quickly followed and speaking on stage, so all at an international, global level. I do have a charity as well, which is global, which is period poverty for homeless women and vulnerable women.
Wow, that's amazing. And one thing when we connected, you mentioned to me, which I absolutely loved, was that people call you the life changer.
Oh yeah.
So that always intrigues me, and I'm sure it's intrigued you. So in terms of people, let's think about queens, right? Let's think about women. So in terms of them, what would you say about, well, first of all, why do people call you the life changer, and how can others help change their lives and their business?
So it's very interesting because I didn't come up with the name life changer at all, but it's something that over decades I've heard people saying, oh, you changed lives, you changed my life. And then it was when I got into publishing, and the CEO of the publishing house that I work with, he just says, you're a life changer. I have a radio host as well, they call me the life changer, and now clients and people on social media just see me as a life changer. So I've had to, as queens do, open up and just receive. So I've had to accept that, which can be quite tricky at times when women sometimes before they're ready to step into their sovereignty and be that queen, they're like, oh no, I'm not good enough, or all these things that keep coming up. You learn how to deal with that. And the most important thing is your queen's your why, because you do your best job there, so you can step into that sovereignty as a queen.
I love that. Queens are right, brilliant. And so tell us a little bit about how, if we are queens, how can we, in our businesses or in our life, how can we make that impact and make that change?
Well, it's all about you. You have to be the first person. So it's about going inside and making sure that you are totally connected and aligned. You know how to connect with your higher self and do things from a place of heart. Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind always. Speaking on stage, dry up. That's because you're in your mind. You think about what to say next. No. You just, I don't know, it's like a transformation happens. You just go out of your mind and you just feel, you can visualize it, that energy coming right down into the solar plexus, into the sacral chakra, and coming from your heart, and allow your heart to open up and just be who you are. It doesn't matter. Authenticity will win over IQ, everything. You have to be authentic. People will see through you. And if you can't just be who you are, so that means if you make a mistake, tough, you make a mistake, people will love you for making a mistake.
Absolutely.
Whereas if you try and come out and be polished and perfect and do everything like a cookie cutter, it ain't going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. And you're not going to sparkle as a diamond.
Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, thank you. And obviously, we've been talking earlier about your experience with your books and being an author and also a speaker. So we connected earlier because of my book writing and how I got involved in it. So what would you be your number one tip? I know a lot of our audience are interested in writing books, interested in becoming a speaker. How would they do that?
Okay, so it's like everything else. Start from your heart. I would say go and get advice. Go if you really don't know where to start. Go and look someone out who's already written a book, someone who's in that field. Find someone, and if you put that intention out, the universe will bring you the right people to you. Absolutely. And for me, I think, which will be important for your viewers, is that if you are an author, every book is a startup business. So that becomes a business, and you need to look at as your book as your business and how that fits in with everything else that's going on for you. And that allows you then to become a speaker and create that business. If you're a speaker, you need to write a book. You need to be putting down your philosophy to create the legacy, and that's how you're making that impact in the world. So therefore, if you're a speaker, you need to be a writer, you need to know how to run that as a business. If you're an entrepreneur, why the hell have you not got a book, and why are you not on stages spreading your word? So for me, it's like the 3-in-1, you know, the shamrock, all of that kind of thing.
Oh, I love it.
It's like Trinity, it's 3 things. You can't take anyone away because we're all of those things.
Yeah, I love that, and that's a really good message to share, because we're often, as speakers, spend so much time using our voice to build our business. But actually, wouldn't it be powerful if we were able to use that voice, put it into a product, and have it automated and sell online? Which is exactly what I do, and it's exactly what we've been talking about for the last couple of days. So thank you so much for that. Now, one thing I do want to mention, the reason I've been talking to Brenda so closely is because she is running an amazing conference in not that long time in Windsor. So I'll let you tell us a little bit about that and how we can come up and show up and be with you.
Okay, so it's about that sovereign women, so it's the power of women. And you know, we are powerful beings, but when we come together collectively, oh my goodness, I'm tingling, I'm in my power right now. We can change the world, and that's what it's all about. So we've got amazing speakers on every level that I've just spoken to you about. So we have speakers who are TEDx speakers, we've got entrepreneurs, we've got people who help you step into that confidence, to be that best version of yourself. But most importantly, we're going to show you how to put on an amazing book launch. So my book's Voices of Hope, so we talked about the voice. Yeah. Voice is very important. That equals your truth. So be who you are, be authentic, speak your truth. Be unapologetic, then you'll be unstoppable. So that's most important. So it's just going to be an amazing day. It's going to be full on. You'll hear from the co-authors. It's Voice of Hope. It's got 30 women from 6 continents around the world. So you're going to meet a lot of queens who are stepping into their sovereignty that day, who are being the best version of themselves. It'll be so uplifting. It'll be inspiring. And most importantly, it will inspire you to take action, because we can think things, we can go to things, and we can read books. If we don't take action, as you know, Chloe, that we are going nowhere.
Absolutely.
So it's just going to be a fun-packed day, high energy, food, drink, entertainment, great speakers, and of course meeting many of the co-authors who are just going to be so high on the day. It's just an amazing opportunity, and you know, when opportunity knocks, you need to take that door.
Definitely. I love that. Thank you so much. So, if you want to be coming to that event, I'm going to be going. It's in Windsor on the 23rd of November. Please do let us know. We will have the link somewhere above or below this video. Also, if you want to just connect with Brenda, if you're considering writing a book, or you want to become a speaker, or you just want someone to help you and give you some tips, that's what Brenda did with me when we spoke about my book, do connect with her. I'd highly, highly recommend it. I wish I'd met you before I wrote my book. So thank you so much, Brenda, for your time.
Oh, thank you.
And it's just been amazing, and I know so many people have got so much value out of that, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste, lovely. So, guys, that is the end of our series today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back very, very soon with some more on the series of how queens work. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.